Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing fine. I just realized something. The organ isn't loud enough. It should be louder. Let's go here. Full organ again. That's better. That's better. I was faffing around with other bits of technology earlier today and I forgot to turn everything back up again. So there we are. Right, that's it. We've got it on full pelt again. Yes, someone got that right. That was number 344 in the German hymn book. Komm herab, O Heiliger Geist, come down. Come down, O Holy Ghost, that kind of thing. And it's, yeah, there you are. Wolfgang Ratzka got it right, so well done you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Friday night as organ night. And once again, here we are back in the amazing Marienkirche, St. Mary's, down in Landau in Rheinland-Pfalz in the Palatinate, which is a lovely part of the country. It's the same state that I live in Germany, but it's about an hour and a half away from here on a good day. And it's one of the largest churches in the country, this acoustic. Is that long. It goes on forever. It's wonderful. It's a huge church, seats thousands of people. And this organ has just recently been released for Hauptwerk by Piotr Grabowski, a young chap who is very talented in creating sample sets, and this is definitely one of his best, if not his best to date. It's absolutely wonderful. I know this organ personally. I've played it many times in real life, and it's absolutely wonderful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some fun tonight. Tonight is one of those nights. Vanessa has something up her sleeve for us tonight, so I'm immediately going to press this and that, and then this. Okay, we're counting tickets tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're counting tickets. Let me just quickly check that we've got everything live tonight. We're counting tickets. If we once again get our 25 tickets, I get to sight read a piece of music from the list. And Vanessa's promised me it's something topical. Whatever that means, she's promised me it's something, it fits to the time of the year, she said. So whatever that means, I don't know. I'm imagining it could be, you know, one of those chorale prelude things to do with Pentecost, Whitsun, that kind of thing. I'm guessing it could be that kind of thing. So if you want to hear me try to bash my way through something like that, then you know what to do. You know what to do. So actually, let's have a quick look. I've got this on my list here. We already have 1, 2, 3. We already have 3 this evening, so that's good. So let's say hello to František. Oh, that's very kind. František, hello, welcome back. That's lovely. František is here. Who's this? This is Brooks. Thank you to Brooks. Thank you to Brooks. And, oh, hold on, there was someone else in there. There was 2 together in there. Who's this? Gleiswanderer. Oh, no, hold on. Gleiswanderer, was that this evening? It might have been, yes indeed. Oh, hold on, in that case we've got 4. So we've got Stefan as well. So we've got Stefan, Gleiswanderer, Brooks, and František. So that's 4. There we are, 21 to go. I hope you're all counting, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll get some fun music going. So, Pentecost style. Let me reintroduce you to this wonderful organ. Even as we speak, there's number 5 from our friend Kip from sunny Iceland. Here's number 6. Oh my goodness, we're rooting about already from Gabor. Thank you, Gabor. That's very lovely of you. Thank you very much. Wonderful. We're moving on. Right. Oh, if we get this done early, then that's good. We get that piece of music out of the way. Out of the way. Wonderful. Right. Program. Here we go. Here we go. Lots of exciting things. Is the next one from this book? No, it's not. We'll do it from this book instead. So, yes, we've been poking about with the music of Pentecost, or Whitsun as they call it, and no, that's the one we have had. Here it is, right, here it is. J.S. Bach's harmonization of Nun freut euch. Da, 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 dee, 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 dee. If you see the pages of the book moving tonight, it's because I have the fan in the background. It's incredibly hot in here tonight, so I've got some cooling in the background. So I may need to remove part of that and sort of create a little barrier. How does that look? That looks pretty good, doesn't it? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. We've once again, is it all working? It's all working. We've got the 3 camera systems with feet and overheads as well. So yes, enjoy that. That's all coming this evening. Exciting stuff. Now, the other day, Matt, thank you very much. Oh, Matt Leach has been generous here. 2 back to back. Keep them coming, Matt. Keep them coming. And here comes some more again. Thank you very much, folks. We'll come back to that in a moment. The other day, I think it was yesterday, I posted an extra video that I recorded in Gackenbach recently at the organ with its beautiful strings and vox humana sound. Well, this organ can do that too. It has wonderful strings and an absolutely delicious vox humana in an echo department somewhere a mile away. It's rather lovely, and I think this might suit this piece of music very nicely. Some very gentle strings, very gentle. J.S. Bach harmonized this. It's a very old tune from the 1500s, and it sounds, hopefully, something like this. So simple, yet so beautiful. And that sound, isn't that just the most wonderful sound you've ever heard? This organ is full of lovely, lovely 8-foot sounds, lovely, rich, fundamental sounds. Beautiful strings, quite nice, sharp, keen strings, which are rather nice. I think you will agree. You can soften those strings up a little bit. They get rather nice and soft. There are other strings that do even nicer things. Now I explained this recently. That lovely sort of undulating effect you get. It's not a straight sound. There's the straight sound. Now I add a second stop to that. And that stop is tuned ever so slightly, in this case tuned ever so slightly flat. Yeah? And that gives it that lovely sort of shimmery sound. Now up here, the ones I had originally, here's the proper sound, which is quite a nice keen stringy sound, and then we add another stop to it to make that sort of undulating effect. It's tuned slightly sharp in this case. And I can then of course couple all of those together, take that manual and this manual and put them both here. So now I have lots of strings, and now what I can do, I can take all of those strings and I can add an octave higher in each case. So I can take these pipes and these pipes, so in other words playing that, but only with one hand, and same thing there. And I can take all of that down here, and now I'm playing 2 octaves at once of all of these together, and you get this beautiful string orchestra. And if you hear that banging about in the background, I'm closing the front of a louvered box. That sounds good, doesn't it? Closing the front of a louvered box, blocking the sound in. Oh my God, it's angelic, isn't it? Isn't that angelic? Oh my God. And then as I open the front of those boxes, the sound escapes. Now, I also promised you something called the Vox Humana, which is it's supposed to emulate a human voice, does it? Well, not really. But it's a lovely, it's a nice sound, it's a pretty sound. I can add a sort of very soft flute to that to beef it up a little bit. That's better, isn't it? Ah. Now those 2 stops I have there, that flute and that Vox Humana, they're in an extra box. So what I can do, I can have all the strings that we had before, these lovely strings, and the Vox Humana. So I can have all the strings with their boxes open, and then open up the Vox Humana box in the background. Isn't that beautiful? Ah. Then I can start adding octave couplers to that to get... And then another octave. Isn't that just gorgeous? What I could theoretically do is add sub-octaves too. So not just playing this, I'm playing this and this octave at the same time, all those 3 octaves. So it's a huge string orchestra now. Oops. It's just too much, isn't it? It's too much, too much, too much. It's lovely though, isn't it? This organ does that beautifully. And something else it does rather beautifully is a crescendo. As I showed you in the first piece of music this evening, number 344 from the hymn book, that we started with the softest non-stringy sounds. Oh. And so on and so on and so on. When you play this organ in the church, the real organ in the real church, it's just the effect is astounding. It's absolutely delicious. This is the perfect, it's called a German romantic style organ. What does that mean? throughout organ history there have been various sort of schools of organ building. You have very sort of Baroque organs, then you had the classical organs, then you had the Romantic organs. And within, of course, those categories, you had all sorts of different nationalities. So you had a German Baroque organ, you had French Baroque organs, you had Dutch Baroque organs, which in my personal opinion are the best Baroque organs of them all. Of the classical organs, I would probably have to say the English organs are the best of the classical period. The Romantic period, well, it's obviously got to be the French Romantic organs, but the German Romantic organs are pretty close behind. This organ has a couple of things in it that might actually be more French than German, but nonetheless, because of all that big fat 8-foot principal sound, it's just got this lovely big warm. Just a beautiful warm cozy sound. It's not a very good German word that, but a good cozy, a gemütlich, there you are, a lovely cozy sound. And when you really pump up the, give it the beans and get, pretty much everything going. Can you play Bach on an organ like this, someone asked. Well, of course you can. You can play Bach on every kind of organ, but you can't play it in a Baroque style. You have to play it in a Romantic style. Do I have any Bach kicking about? I've got Bach books somewhere. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. I'll go and get a Bach book. Oi, 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 oi. Let's just grab any old Bach book and see what happens. I didn't dump diddly. This is spontaneous. This wasn't planned. This wasn't planned. What about the Dutch? I said the Dutch. I was talking about the Dutch Baroque organs. They're the best ones. Oh my God, I picked the wrong book here. This is Preludes, Toccatas, Fantasies and Fugues, Volume 2. What the hell is in this then? I don't know. What shall we play from here? Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Shall we play Toccata and Fugue in D minor again? Who wants to hear Toccata and Fugue in D minor? I haven't played that for a long time. Who wants to hear Toccata and Fugue in D minor? If you don't want that, I'll play something else. Thumbs up if you want any of that. Adrian says yes. All right, there's one. That's good. Adrian Morris. Monica says yes. John Castle says me. Ian Lavery says yes. Nicholas says me. Ian Walker says yes. Mike says yes. Alexander says yes. Marek says lots of yes. Robert says nothing. Julian says yes. Right, that's a few yeses. All right, here you are. Unrehearsed Toccata and Fugue in D minor on a German Romantic organ. Okay, I haven't played this for months, so excuse the wrong notes. There will be some. How are we going to register it? Well, I suppose we have to start on full organ, don't we? So that's full organ, and then we have to go back a bit for the fugue. Where are we going to go back to? Let's go. Hold on. Let's work backwards. Hold on. Let's be clever here. So that's the end. So we go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would work, wouldn't it? That would work. And then when we get to here, we've... Oh, now I forgot where I was. Damn it. I forgot where Let's do that again then. There's the end. Thing is, this isn't rehearsed, so I don't have registrations for it. That's the end. Go back 1. Go back 2, go back 3, go back 4, go back 5. That's right. All right, we'll start there. That's 22. Remember the number 22, and then we'll work our way forwards to somehow get to number 29, which is the loud one. Okay, but we want to start on number 29 because we need that for the toccata. Right, perfect. Okay, 22, remember that, and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Who said no? Yusuf Mensch said no. Well, sorry, my friend, but we're going to. The majority said yes, and we work democratically. Democratic. One man, one vote. I am that one man. There you are. That's the way that works. Whew, not bad for unrehearsed. Gosh. It is a good piece, isn't it? Everybody should have that in their repertoire, and everybody should have it practiced up at all times so it's ready to go. Why didn't I have it practiced up ready to go? That's not bad. That could have been worse, couldn't it? Could have been worse. Oh, well, there you are. Now, the thing is, you have to play Bach like that on that organ. You can't try and turn it into a Baroque organ. First of all, you have the acoustic to deal with. Let's see if we can get a Baroque registration on this organ. I'm willing to bet we can't. Actually, hold on, let's have that. Let's have that, let's have that and that. Could be, but the problem is going to be down here. Because everything's too big down in the pedals. But I suppose we could maybe. That's the problem we now have. So let's see if we can. Let's see what we can get here. Do we have a mixture down here? We don't have a mixture there. Well, hold on. Let's not do that. Let's go with this. Let's brighten that up a bit. No, let's have that. See, that's not... The problem is your pedal department, trying to find a nice sort of Baroque sounding pedal. That's not going to work. It's missing something, yeah? It's missing something. To get that lovely big sort of Baroque sound. This is a big fat sound, but it's not a big fat Baroque sound. Real Baroque organs are very big fat sounding organs. They're not neo-Baroque organs, and we mustn't forget that. Neo-Baroque organs are horrendous and deserve to be burnt to the ground. That's not true. Some of them are, some of them aren't. There you are. Well, that was an interesting discourse. That wasn't going to happen. That wasn't planned. But that was spontaneous. Right, a quick thank you to Wolfgang. Thank you, Wolfgang. A quick thank you to Max. Thank you, Max. A quick thank you to Jürgen. Thank you, Jürgen. And who's this? Ian. Thank you to Ian. Who else have we missed? Have we missed someone else there? We missed someone else there. Gerald. To Ian and to Gerald. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're up to 12. We're up to 12. 13 to go, ladies and gentlemen. And then something, it could be something else by Bach tonight, I really don't know. I don't normally have Bach music lying around, so maybe someone was up here this afternoon digging around for me. Maybe there's more Bach being requested. Let me pop that on the floor. Now, down here beside that on the floor, I have a huge green book. And this used to belong to František and Markéta. And František asked me if I would like to play this. So, what's all this about? Let's have a look. It's number 422. Where's my cheat sheet? Number 422 is 422. Come, O Holy Spirit. So there you are. Veni Sancte Spiritus. Another Pentecost hymn, this time from the Czech Republic. So this could be quite nice. Is that going to stay there, or is it going to close itself? I think I may have to put that. These bloody big books. There we are. See, this is a German hymn book. This is a Czech hymn book. It's a Czech book. Da 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 da. Hey. All right, come on, stay. 422B. They don't need that kind of thing. They have A, B, and C for 422. I like A actually, but let's do B first. This was the request from our friend František. Oh, Matt, you keep adding things here. That's good. We like that. Right, let's see. What have we got here? Let's beef it up a little bit and see what happens. A nice warm sound. A warm sound. We like warm sounds. All right, here we go. Number 422B. František, if you're in the old chit chat, tell us what on earth this is. I like that very much indeed. That, by the way, is the softest sound on the organ at the end. The absolutely softest sound. Close all the boxes, get the pedal all the way down there, and it's called dolce, which means sweet. A sweet sound, a very soft, sweet sound. Oh, isn't that just beautiful? The amazing thing is I'm watching the audio level while I'm doing that. And let me add one stop to that. The level is barely higher than the sort of the general background noise floor of the organ itself. What a gorgeous, gorgeous sound. Do you like that? I like that a lot. Thank you, Franciszek, for that request. Now, there's a nice piece of music at the top of the page here that looks like it might just be equally as nice. It's more of a sort of waltzy thing. Let's see what that's all about. Completely spontaneous. I wasn't expecting this. That's a nice simple hymn melody, isn't it? It's one for a waltz. Take your partners, please, for the St. Bernard's Waltz. Change the harmonies there. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Good. Splendid. Now then, let's have a little look at what's going on in the background this evening and say hello to the Gartshore gang. Who's around this evening? First of all, let's quickly say hello to the 3 people who have ticketed us on the way past. So that was Nancy. Hello, Nancy. Thank you very much to Nancy. Who's this? Jerry. Hello, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. And who's this? David. David S. with a fancy email address. I'm not going to read that out because that's rather cute. But yeah, thank you very much. So where are we up to? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 10 to go, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to... Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And we are going to play something weird and wonderful. Splendid. Splendid. Right, who's here this evening? Let's go back a bit. Let's go back to my friend Matt Leach. I still go back and watch Matt Leach's performance. Matt Leach recorded something for the Gartshore festival that we had a couple of weeks ago, and it was rather wonderful. It was that lovely Scottish tune that I used to play with my grandmother. I don't know what key they played it in, but I keep going back to watch it because it was rather cute. It was Matt on a guitar and a foot tambourine. That's basically a tambourine attached to his foot, and his colleague playing the accordion, masked up like Zorro. Anyway, so there, but yeah, thank you very much to Matt for that. And I keep going back and looking at that. So Matt is here tonight. Marek is here tonight. Hi, Marek. Thank you for your email, Marek. I have already started playing around with that. Marek asked me to do something today, so I'm playing around with that for him. Rather exciting. Right, exciting stuff. The Flying Nugget is here. Yusef Mensch is also here. Gosh, exciting names. Adrian Morris is here. Hi, Adrian. How are you doing? And yes, Adrian's guitar playing on the festival was also rather beautiful. Some good-fashioned classical Spanish-style guitar. Very lovely. Jeff Ryle is here. Jeff, thank you for your bank ticket that came in. It was last week, wasn't it? But thank you for that, Jeff. Thank you. There's Marek again. Robert Varner's here. Per is here. Jerry is here. Gerald Long is here, Max is here, Julian GC is here, Xing Shang Chong is here, The Flying Nugget, that sounds like something from a children's story, doesn't it? Razbuz is here, hey Marka. Alexander is here too. Yusuf is obviously saying things and we don't want those kinds of things to be said, they keep being deleted. So be careful in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, be pleasant, be polite, be neutral. Anyway, there we are. David Pierce is here. Hi, David. Nancy is here. Of course, Nancy's here. Who else is here? There must be other people. Don Prince is here. Gives me Psalm 136 vibes. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I'll say okay. Urza is here. Hello to you, and thank you for your help this afternoon. Wolfgang Ratzka is here with, is that cheese and cauliflower? Ugh, even worse. Ugh. David Pierce, as David Pierce is still here. Hello. Divorce merits no music, or maybe a dirge. What? Ask me how I know. Jürgen Stelzer is here. Hello. Gerald Long. Lucian is here. Hello. The first stop is the acoustics of the building. First, definitely the most important stop of the organ is the room it's in. That's very much, very true. Very true. Well done, you, for saying that. The Endless River is here. That sounds so romantic. Opus 3 is here. Splendid. Mike, did I say Mike King? Hello, Mike King. The iPad Kid is here as well. Where's the iPad Kid? I didn't see you on the way past. Hello to you. I haven't seen you for a long time. I said that last time. So you are definitely here. Ian Lavery is here. Hello, Ian. Where's Ian gone? There's Ian. Gerhard F is here. Gerhard Flink is here. The Robotic Crafter is here. Splendid. Here we go. L.A. Bear is here. The Blue-Eyed Cat is here. Yellow Bird is here. Hello. Ronnie Martins. Hi, Ronnie. And that's about it. We're down at the bottom of the chat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, last week it turned out the email server, our email server, the Gartshore gang server, so gang@gartshore.de, the mail server was down. So I didn't get any of your mails until, it was Wednesday or something like that. It was quite amazing. So it took rather a long. What on earth is this? Wonderful, interesting request from Joshua. Right, well, Joshua, you know what to do. You know what to do. Oh, there we are. Ha. Oh, I see. It was Fido with her things. Oh, and who's this? Marek. Hello, Marek. Marek has also bought a ticket on the other account. So let's add that to that. Let's add that. Here's someone else who bought one. Our friend Opus. Thank you very much, Opus. That's very kind. And Marek. So that we were at 15, so now we're at 17. Right, 8 to go, ladies and gents. 8 to go. Exciting stuff. Thank you. Very kind. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, like I say, any bizarre requests that came in. Oh, hold on. What's this? Here's another. What the hell is this? Urza. Heh. I know what it is, but it looks bloody weird. Who the hell wrote that? That was MuseScore, wasn't it? You can tell it's MuseScore. MuseScore, someone who has no idea from harmony and counterpoint. But anyway, never mind. We've got it. I know the piece of music, so we can definitely do something with that. That'll be cool. All right, let's come back to that. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Right, okay. Oh, it would appear that that's ahead of the other one. Okay, I've got, is everything up to date on here now? I'm going to keep an eye on it on here. Yes, perfect. Splendid. Oh, some more people have arrived since I said hi. So Ronnie and Marek with Kip is here. That's Kristin Ingi Petursson. Hello. Casey Latz is here. Manny LP. Hello, Manny LP. Cool name. Gregory Allen is here. I love Evensong. Good for you. Evensong is one of the things I miss the most about the United Kingdom. I've lived in Germany now. This is my 25th year living over here, and I miss Evensong. Something rotten. I miss 3 things: good Anglican music. I have to do it myself. Decent Indian food, because you can't get any here in Germany. It's all crap. It's all right, but it's nothing. The best German Indian is about as good as a mediocre Brick Lane Indian in London, if you know what I mean. Anyway, and Cadbury's chocolate. Oh, and Mr. Kipling jam tarts. So there you are. Those are the things I miss the most. Yes, Mr. Kipling's. Oh, another tick has arrived. Who this? Who's this? That's Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Very kind. Splendid. So that's 18. We're getting there now. 7 to go. 7 to go. I wonder what it's going to be. I'll have to warn. Oh, they're coming in thick and fast now. There's Lucian. Thank you very much to Lucian as well. That's very kind. Right, 19. 6 to go. Looking good. 5 to go. Here's Joe. 5 to go. Here's Joe. Okay, gotcha. I suspected as much, Mr. Humans. I suspected as much. But I didn't want to say anything for fear of. Anyway, right. Let's get back. Someone said evensong. Right. Well, let's have an evening hymn. Who said evensong? Someone said evensong. Who said evensong? I need my glasses. Who said evensong? Gregory Allen. Hello, Gregory. Where are you from, Gregory? Tell us where you're from. And I will play one of my favorite evening hymns if I can find it. I need to look at the alphabetical index of tunes for this one. There it is. Let's have it up here at the back. Just easier to find. One of my favorite hymn tunes of all time. I used to play in a church in Edinburgh, St. Michael's and All Saints. And they very famously called themselves Anglo-Catholic. They were more Catholic than the Vatican could ever dream of being, but they were still very much an Anglican or an Episcopal church, being in Scotland. But anyway, a very, very high Anglican church, so lots of bells, lots of smells, lots of ceremony and wonderful things. It was incredibly colourful. It was brilliant. I loved it. I love ceremony. I love all that kind of stuff. And we had, every Sunday we had evensong and benediction. And of course, during the benediction, you get to sing lots of lovely tunes, lots of lovely hymns. And one of the ones we did regularly for the benediction was this melody here, which I absolutely adore. Absolutely adore. It's a joy to play. I think that's what I was going to say. My brain's on screensaver mode this week. It's been a long week. Anyway, the tune is Gonfalon Royal, which sounds like, I don't know what it sounds like. It sounds like an old car from the 1950s. I say, what do you drive? I drive a Gonfalon Royal. What do you drive? I drive a Bentley. It's that kind of thing, isn't it? So yes, do you drive a Gonfalon Royal? No, I drive a Gordon Keeble. Remember Gordon Keeble, anyone? A car so bizarre, it never really made it into production properly. Anyway, here we are. Percy Buck wrote this. What a lovely name. Let's not do a limerick about Percy. Anyway, never mind. There's not much you can do with it because it just goes on like that the whole time. The best part of that tune is the tenor line. Now, the tune is supposed to be sung in unison, which means if you have a choir, 4-part choir in church, which you would normally find in your average Anglican church, even in this day and age, the choir would be singing in 4 parts. So the soprano would be singing ta 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 ti ta ta tum tum ta ta ti ta 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 ta, singing the melody, which is it's a beautiful melody, isn't it? Anyway, they would be singing that, and then the altos, tenors, and basses would be singing other parts. Now, this tune is designed to be sung in unison, so everybody sings the tune, and the organist just plays the harmony. However, I always used to get my choirs to sing the harmony. So the altos would be going da 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 ti ta 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 ta, which on its own sounds terribly dull. The tenors would then be going da ti ta ti ta 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 ta. And then the tenor part comes into its own. Ya da di da 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 di. That bit, and that was the main thing. That's the main reason I got my choir to sing it in 4 parts, so I could get all my tenors. And I had a wonderful array of tenors in my old church choir. There was one guy I would say he's pretty much a professional tenor. He had one of those beautiful voices that you could listen to all day singing. His name was John. He had a wonderful, wonderful voice. And he was a wonderful tenor. He was definitely my favourite tenor. And I had another guy called Simon. And Simon was wonderfully eccentric. Simon's job, Simon repaired old clocks. Now, that doesn't sound very exciting on its own. But Simon's the kind of guy who would take a helicopter to Monte Carlo to pick up some kind of Fabergé egg clock that used to belong to Tsar Nicholas. And he would take it home to his house in Edinburgh, and he would tinker about with this incredibly intricate piece of history, in other words, for months and months on end. Then he would fly back to Monte Carlo and come back with a huge case full of cash. Simon was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And I made the bit up about cash. I suspect he was paid very officially, but nonetheless, he was madly eccentric, and you had to listen very carefully. It was very difficult to understand him. He was so posh. He made the Duke of Kent understandable. Now, the Duke of Kent, if you're into your members of the royal family in the United Kingdom, they all have sort of different voices. There's the king who speaks like that now. There was his father who kind of spoke like that. Prince Michael, who speaks like this. He's basically Christopher Lee with a more royal voice. And then the Duke of Kent. And you stand there and say, well, yes, certainly, Your Royal Highness. Yes, you're quite right, sir. You're quite right. I agree entirely. He's about 135 years old now or something, the Duke of Kent, and he spoke like that all his life. Now, what I just did there, that was more understandable than Simon. Simon, when you go to choir practice, hello, Simon, how are you? It's, what have you been up to this week, Simon? And I thought, this is unbelievable. Now, for those of you in the United Kingdom, the Jez M's and those people out there, the Adrian Morrises, the Andrew Princes, and so, you will remember a television show years ago. I think it was called the Fast Show. And one of the characters of the Fast Show was called Rowley Birkin QC. And it was this old guy sitting in a gentleman's club with a drink in his hand, and he would sort of, and at the end of it, it was always, I was very, very drunk. And that's the only thing you could understand him saying, I was very, very drunk. And I remember watching an interview of the guy who created it, Paul, whatever his name was. Can't remember his second name now, but anyway, he was being interviewed. Where did he get all these characters from? And he said he picked up this voice while playing a round of golf in Scotland, in Edinburgh somewhere. And I am, to this day, absolutely certain that that voice was Simon. And this guy met Simon at a golf club or whatever, talked to him, and got the idea for Simon, because also the hair and everything from that character. But yeah, Simon was one of my wonderful tenors. But when he sang, you could understand every word he said. Wonderful. He had a he claimed to be related to all sorts of bizarre sort of royal families of old, not the Windsors, but all sorts of other European royal families. Whether any of that was true or not, we will never know. But he was a wildly, madly eccentric guy. So there you are, Gregory. Gregory, you saying that you miss or that you love Evensong reminded me how much I miss Evensong, which made me play this hymn, which made me think of my old choir in Edinburgh. That wasn't in St Michael and All Saints, that was in All Saints was the name of the church in Edinburgh, All Saints Church in Holy Corner. It's called Holy Corner because there were 4 churches on a crossroads of all different flavours. And that was my choir there with John and Simon, the wonderful tenors. Gosh, memories. Paul Whitehouse, that's it, Gregory. Thank you very much indeed. You're absolutely right. Right, we're not up to 25 yet, Joe. No, we're not. Is it? No, sorry, not Joe. Someone else said 25 there. And we're not up there yet. Anyway. Do we have any more here? Did I click on that? No, that was Joe. So there we are. So Joe. There are some people doing things here in the chat. I suppose I should count you. So let's count the 2 of you there as well. So that was, where were we? 18 or was it 19? Let's call it 20. All right. Let's call it. Be fair. Let's call it 20. So 5 more to go, folks, and we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. Now, we had a very bizarre. Talking of British things, we had a request for. Is it in here? It is. There it is. We had a request for this from Uzamawa. 2 days ago, so that would have been on Wednesday, it would have been Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's birthday. I don't know how old he would have been, but seeing as he's long dead, I don't think it should worry us. And of course, Arthur Conan Doyle is legendary for writing various works, various novels, based around a wonderful character with a rather eccentric name. How do I know about eccentric names? Well, look at me. Anyway, but Sherlock Holmes was his name. And over the years, many different Sherlock things have been produced, created, adapted, however you want to call it. And a few years ago, the BBC put together some wonderful, they put together four series, each of 3 episodes of the Sherlock franchise. Benedict Cumberbatch was Sherlock Holmes, and Martin... Yes, what was his name again? Oh, damn it! I'm so terrible with names tonight. He played Dr. Watson. Martin Freeman, your man from The Hobbit and all the rest of that. Anyway, Martin Freeman, that's right. He played Watson. Now, here's the interesting thing. Vanessa and I, we don't possess a television. We don't watch television. We have an iPad. And this is one, and we have another one downstairs. And we have an iPad. This is my one. She watches her one down there. And we watch things on the iPad. We've got Netflix and, I don't know, Amazon Prime, and what else do we have? Thanks to a VPN, I've got BBC iPlayer, or whatever it's called. Anyway, but we recently watched the Sherlock episodes, the BBC Sherlock episodes. And while we were watching it, Vanessa was saying, you should play that sometime, the theme music from Sherlock. And I said, oh yeah, that's not a bad idea, good piece of music. Everybody knows it, it's wonderful. And our friend Urza sent me the music tonight and reminded me that 2 days ago it was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's birthday, or it would have been, were he still alive. Anyway, so let's play around with the Sherlock theme. There's not much to it, it's only sort of 2 pages. It repeats itself all the time. Now this is Muse score. So, for example, that first bar should have been written with an A flat, but they put a G sharp in it. The second bar should be an F minor chord, but they've written it with a G sharp instead of an A flat. This is the problem with Muse score. People who know nothing about music start writing music. Anyway, so there we have it. Anyway. I will try to interpret what the hell they meant and play the theme music from Sherlock. I want the rest of it now. We need to find the music for the rest of it. Yeah? We need to find the music for the rest of Sherlock. I want to play a proper version of that now. A proper transcription. If you haven't checked out the transcriptions of our friend Jerry, go and do that. Good fun, though. Such a simple tune. I wonder who wrote it. If you can find out who wrote it, let me know. Cool. Almost how it's written too. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Urza, for that. That was an interesting idea. I will find out the rest of it. Get the rest of it at some point. Right. Someone was writing things about Arthur Conan Doyle there. What are we talking about here? We're talking Mazel Tov. Good heavens, we're being very Yiddish tonight. If I were a rich man. I would love to be a rich man. I never will be, but never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We can pretend. We can dream. I am no richer than I was 10 minutes ago. Bloody hell. It's a big sounding organ, isn't it? Wouldn't it be fun to play some... while we're playing that kind of music, I think we have to play something by this guy. I played this recently on Gackenbach, actually, and I think it went down rather well. Let's play it here. This could be fun. Let's have a bit of a Jewish influence here. Let's have some Bernie. Let's have some Lenny Bernie. Cor blimey. Hee 21. Who dis? It's Razbaz. Thank you, Razbaz. Da-dum. Thank you very much. 21. 4 to go and 23 minutes. Hey, that was also unexpected. I wasn't expecting to play that at all. Right, what's this? An easy organ transcription. That sounds more like the cut of my jib. Just the very dab, as they say. Let's see what this is all about. The British naval anthem, Heart of Oak. Gosh, a Heart of Oak, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read this. Heart of Oak is the official march of the Royal Navy of the United Kingdom. It is also the official march of several Commonwealth navies, including the Royal Canadian Navy, A, and the Royal New Zealand Navy, I. It was also the official march of the Royal Australian Navy and has now been replaced with a new march, Royal Australian Navy. The music of Heart of Oak was composed by William Boyce, and the words were written by the 18th century English actor David Garrick. I didn't know that. Heart of Oak was originally written as part of an opera. I didn't know that either. It was first played publicly on New Year's Eve of 1760. Gosh, that's almost 6 p.m. Sung by Samuel Thomas Champness, one of Handel's soloists, as part of Garrick's pantomime Harlequin's Invasion at the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane. Oh well, now we know. Do I recognise this? I'm sure I should recognise it. Let's have a look. Let's turn this sideways so that I can winky blinky once. That should work. Yep. I'm sure I should recognise this with my history. I'm sure I should recognise it. Anyway, let's see if this is... Who requested this again? This was Joshua. Something like that. Somewhere here in tiny, tiny writing we have the words, "Come, cheer up, my lads, 'tis to the glory we steer. To add something more to this wonderful year, to honour we call you as free men, not slaves, for who are so free as the sons of the waves." Heart of oak are our ships, heart of oak are our men. We always are ready. Steady, boys, steady. We'll fight and we'll conquer again and again. There you are. Now you know. I didn't know that. I didn't know the words of that. I didn't even know the history of that. That shows how useless I am. What a bizarrely wonderful piece of music. Thank you to Joshua for that request. Don't forget, a tip in the piano player's jar. Who's this? Alexander. Alexander, thank you very much to Alexander. What are we up to now? 22? 22? Or 23? I think are we up to 22 or 23? Damn it, I forgot. I'll have to count. Oh, we're up to 24, ladies and gentlemen. Right, one more ticket and we get something. I shall warn Her Majesty. Mrs. G, we're almost at 25. I shall send her a message. I hear someone coming up the stairs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for some secret talk in the background. During the secret talk, one more ticket, please, and we have the 25. One more ticket, yeah. Vanessa, everybody, do you want to see Vanessa's hand? Here's a hand of Vanessa. I could offer you other parts, but no, we're not going to do that. She's come upstairs and she's not wearing a lock, ladies and gentlemen. I shouldn't be telling you that. I beg your pardon? It's late. Are you already in bed? Is the little one already in bed? Is she asleep? She's half asleep, everybody, the little one. Ha ha! Wow. Well, Vanessa is she's got her laptop ready. She's going to send me a piece of music when it's ready to go. Are you sending it to me now or when it's ready? You can send it straight to, just send it straight to the iPad. One more ticket, ladies and gentlemen, and then we've got it. One more. We can wait in silence. That's cheeky, isn't it? That's rather cheeky. Who wants to be the 25th? Next person to buy a ticket gets an extra request. How about Vanessa's foot, says Robert Varner. Well, that would involve her stretching. That ain't going to help. One more cauliflower. Oh, for heaven's sake, no, we're not interested in cauliflowers at all. We do. Vanessa's having she has a chocolate phase at the moment, and her phase is not Smarties. Her phase is, what are they called in English? I don't even know what they're called in English. Ooh-aya. Oh yeah, you're not allowed them in America now. You know those little chocolate eggs, and they've got little sort of toys inside them. Whatever they're called in English, I don't know. If anyone know. Adrian Morris, if only PayPal would cooperate. Well, PayPal seems to be working for everyone else tonight, so I don't know what the problem is there. There are other ways. There's buy me a coffee. Ha ha! You can't get away, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, a request from Iceland. What's this? Ah, this is something that we didn't get last week, you see. What's this? A request from Iceland. All right, then. Let's add that to the list. Nope. Have you sent it to me? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Really? Oh my God. All right. Well, Vanessa's just reminded me one ticket is missing, and to be honest, having said, oh damn it, here it is. Who is it? It's Kip again. You already bought one. That doesn't count. Or did you? Did you? Kip's already bought one. That's 2 tickets from one person. Yeah, Matt Leach bought 2 as well, so that doesn't count. Ah, all right. I suppose we'll let you in then. Kinder Surprise. There you are. That's what they're called. Why aren't they allowed in the USA? Because stupid people eat the toys and choke on them. Basically, it's dangerous for little children, and obviously parents aren't watching little children. and it's obviously not going to work. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the piece of music in question is not at all what I was expecting, not in any possible way. Who on earth requested that? Tia, she says. Right, well, that's good. Tia doesn't help me. The piece of music is by my least favorite composer. Jerry, are you still here? Is Jerry still here? If Jerry's here, you're going to start laughing when you hear this. This is a piece of music by my least favorite organ composer of them all, a guy called Max Reger. Oh my God. Who the hell requested this and why? Okay, the piece of music is called Pfingsten, which means Pentecost or Whitsun, and it's by Max Reger. Oh my God. Vanessa said in the background, people want to see me doing funny things. This is not funny, this is about as serious as it gets. Oh, so Ursa loves watching me concentrate, apparently. Apparently everybody does. Who the hell requested this? Good God. Oh, well, theoretically it's the right organ for this. However, we don't have any kind of registrations for this. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will offer up. No, we will offer up. Cancel that. We will offer up one of our crescendo our thingy pedals. We can do both. Hear that noise? Hear that noise? Show crescendo changes. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I can add all the stops and take them all away by simply pressing this, simply moving this pedal. Now I have my crescendo style pedal. Oh, an extra ticket has arrived from Michael. Okay. Cheating, but I'll let you off. We're going to do this anyway. Right. Okay, this is a very bizarre piece of music. I would never have expected this at all. I'm guessing it's incredibly slow for a start. Oh my God, it's incredibly difficult as well. Bloody hell. Okay, this is going to be fun. It's incredibly slow, but it's incredibly difficult. And it's all about Pentecost. And there's a Pentecost hymn hidden in here somewhere, I'm guessing. See if you recognize the melody. Does anyone recognize the melody to this? Ta 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 ti 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 ta 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 ti 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 ta 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 ta. And then we have to build up to full organ for this. Ta 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 ti 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 ti. Ta ti ta 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 ti 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 ti. Who the hell is this? Alexander? This is the kind of thing that Alexander would request. Was it Alexander? No. She won't tell me who it is. She's. Can I? Look at Jerry. Look at Jerry showing off with all his smileys and things like that. It wasn't Jerry either. Okay. Well, everybody knows that I don't like Reger. All right, anyway, let's have a go. Sight reading. This is literally sight reading, so I have no idea what's going to happen here. Looking at it, though, there are some kind of cool harmonies in here, maybe even almost sort of jazzy harmonies by the look of it, some of it. 1916, this was written, back in 1916, and it's all about crescendos, so let's play around with the crescendo pedal. This is spontaneous. Let's see what happens. Pfingsten, so Pentecost, by Reger, opus 145, number 6. That's why I don't like Reger. It's big and it's noisy and exciting, but that's it. It's big and exciting. The ending's pretty good, don't you think? Just a big racket. It's just a big racket. It's good fun though. Sight reading it. That's not true. Some lovely parts in that piece. My favourite part. Let's go back and play. My favourite part is this. That. Tenths. Between the bass line and your left hand there. And it's so nice he does it again here. Haha. That's quite cute, isn't it? Some nice chords in there as well. What do you think of these chords? This is very unlike Reger. That's very jazzy. I quite like that. I'm not going to play it again. But there are some nice moments in there. Hold on, where did he come from here? Is that right? Yes, that's right. Ah. This chord, listen to this. And then we go from there to this. Nice harmonic language. All right, so whoever it was that requested that, thank you very much. Very bizarre request. I was expecting something by Bach, to be honest. So thank you, whoever it was, for not requesting Bach. But I'm not sure I'm terribly impressed with your choice anyway. It's very interesting music, isn't it? Did anyone recognize the Pentecost melody in there? I must freely admit I didn't. So if anyone did, then yeah. Yeah. The good thing about Reger is it's often very slow, so it gives you time to sight read what the hell's coming. Oh well, thank you very much, whoever you were, mysterious person. Let's finish off this evening's concert with a piece of jazzy music here on the Landau organ. We haven't played much jazz on it yet. I think it's high time we did. So let me open up my jazz collection, and I will randomly whiz through. Come on, I will randomly whiz through the book to about here, where it says, "Oh, I'm not going to play that." Let's go back a page and see what we got. Oh, we don't want that either. Do we want that? Turn the winky blinkies off. No, let's go forwards then. What's this? Oh, let's do that. Fats Waller at his best. Fats Waller at his best. A wonderful piece of music, which is great fun. You can go through a million keys playing this. There's a guy who's very famous for doing that. He plays this piece in all 12 keys at the most incredibly fast speed. 1930s, I believe, probably mid-30s. Fats Waller and Andy Razaf wrote this lovely one. It's called Stealin' Apples, which is one of his favorite. It's got the most wonderful middle 8 section. What does that mean? Well, the first, it's in D major. And as it does, but the middle bit is in middle 8 takes you from D major to F major, which is incredibly unrelated. Back in the 30s, definitely good fun. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching this evening's Friday night has been music, organ music night. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you've had some fun too. Thank you very much for your generosity. There were a good few tickets there, 26 by the end. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind. We'll be back on Sunday with some hymns. It's hymns from around the world again on Sunday night. So if you have any requests for hymns, remember our hymn marathon from the festival. You know what to do. And we're going to be back in Blackburn Cathedral again. It was another wonderful wonderful, wonderful instrument. I'm very much looking forward to that. See you then. I've something in my eye the whole time I was playing that. And a hair in my eye. That was then, ladies and gentlemen, Friday night is organ music night. Stealing apples at some crazy tempo. Sounds quite good in a huge acoustic like that. And yes, I have played jazz on the real organ in the church, and it is a hell of an acoustic to do it. It's good fun though. That was our Friday night is organ music night. I hope you had a good time. I enjoyed myself. which means it's time to say bye-bye. Bye. Now, there's all sorts of exciting things coming very soon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope to be able to introduce you to it on Sunday evening. I hope it's ready by Sunday evening. In the meantime, tomorrow is Podcast Saturday. Yes, the three amigos have been at it again. Stop it, or stop it, or stop it, or stop it, or stop it. Yes, it's Stop It podcast time tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central European, so whatever time that is where you are in the world. Yeah, episode 3 is coming out tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Hope you enjoy that when it arrives. And yes, on Sunday I hope to introduce you to something very exciting for the entire Gartshore gang. It's free. Yes, it won't limit you to Fridays and Sundays either. You can be a 24/7 Gartshore gang member. Any idea what's coming? If you do know, don't say it. You've got to guess. That will hopefully be here by Sunday. And then more exciting news, hopefully by the end of next week. If not, certainly at some point in June. That's going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to that immensely. I think that's it for news for now. Time then to say bye. 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 See you Sunday, folks.